Okay, today I want to talk about what happens when, or what you should do when you get locked into a routine, a new routine in recovery. So it could be a very good pro-recovery routine, right? It could be that you're in this new routine of eating 10,000 calories a day. You shouldn't be counting, but just to give you like an idea of the amount of food, right? You're eating tons and tons of food. But it's now turned into a disordered routine where it has to be at this time every single day, and it's this food every single day, and it's in this certain place. It's basically just all your same sorry, just a second. It's basically all your same old ritual and routine type stuff that you're doing in your disorder. Now only you're eating more food. Now this is how people get to a place where they've restored some weight, but they have not rewired. Majority of my clients, that's where they land when they reach out to me. So what do you do when you get stuck in this place where you now, or it'll also happen when you discover, a new food. You're trying out all kinds of new foods you haven't had in forever. And I remember one of them for me was pancakes. I was like actual pancakes, not like gross protein pancakes, or like there's a lot of gross pancake mixes or recipes out there. Actual just like pancakes. And I just remember going through a phase where I wanted them all the time. And I caught myself like getting locked in. At breakfast it was pancakes, at breakfast it was pancakes. And then I started fearing deviating from pancakes and then going out and having cinnamon rolls and cereal and muffins and pastries, and like I just was so scared to move away from the pancakes. So my advice to you wouldn't be like stop eating the pancakes, right? Because we all know if you stop eating the pancakes, they're going to become scary again. This is why eating disorder recovery is so complex. And anyone that hasn't had one, I don't know how they help people recover, because they wouldn't understand how our brains operate. But that's what happens, right? So you challenge a food, it becomes safe, then you veer away from it for a while, and then all of a sudden it's scary again. So my advice to you wouldn't be drop the pancakes and don't eat them anymore, but my advice would be keep the pancakes in, but have them for snacks, have it as part of your dinner, have it at midnight, 3 in the morning if you wake up hungry. Start making it different times of day so that you're kind of throwing your eating disorder off from getting locked into a routine. Same thing with like, let's say, using an example of pizza, and I think I've talked about this before, but let's say you're like, yeah, I can eat pizza now. And then I'll ask my clients like, oh, is it from the same place every time? Or do you make it yourself at home? Can you eat it from any place in the area, takeout? Can you let someone else order it for you? Are you getting it modified in any way? Can you eat it for breakfast cold? Can you eat it as lunch? Can you eat it at dinner when you're out with friends? Can you eat it? And it's usually like, I can eat it from this one place. It's actually like a thin crust flatbread, and they don't put as much cheese on it as other places, and I can get it ordered and eat it at home by myself, right? So it's like you want to look at these things, and it's good. I'm not like saying that's not progress, but you want to look at like, where do I actually want to be, and what do I want my life to feel like when I'm fully recovered? Do I want to feel like I have to eat the same things every day? Do I want to feel like I have to eat at the exact same time every day? Do I want to feel like I can only eat at certain places certain things? And if the answer is no to those things, then you have to look at where you need to improve and where you need to go ahead and tackle those fears. So getting locked into routines, I found that this, I also would call this sort of another version of whack-a-mole in recovery, is I would feel like I was getting on good track, like breakfast and eating in between my meals really well and all that stuff. But then all of a sudden it was like, I would start comparing to yesterday, and then I was trying to match yesterday, and then that became the new game, and that became the new routine of like making sure it was, if it wasn't the same foods, it was very similar foods. And it's just so obnoxious, right? Eating disorder recovery is just so incredibly exhausting and draining mentally. I totally get it. I've been there before. I understand it is a battle, and it's one that you do need to stay on top of. So just don't get stuck in, oh yeah, I'm totally recovering because I'm eating more food. There's more to it than that. You've got to be breaking the rituals and routines, and you've got to, especially tearing down any new ones that are coming up in recovery. Okay, have a good day. Bye.